What is up, gang? It is I, Carlton Flowers, your crypto pro.
Yay!
And as soon as I can clear my throat, we're going to talk about the OMI token, which we have not talked about in such a very long time, but I must warn you that this is absolutely positively not financial advice. Anything I say during this video or designate on the charts could cause you financial calamity to the point where you may have to apply for the welfare program and live in public housing. All right, well, anyway, let's look at this OMI token that I have not done a technical analysis update on for several months, so long that I can't even remember, because I decided to put this thing in the closet and not open the door and just forget about it. I have 1.5 million OMI tokens, and this thing has performed so terribly that it just didn't benefit me to keep this ugly chart in front of my face. Well, I think we could be hinting at a possibility of an uptrend, and it's too early to tell right now. So I'm not trying to tell you that I'm bullish on OMI now, because it's too early just yet. We don't have enough evidence on this chart to prove that beyond a shadow of a doubt. On the 4-hour chart, it's only been since the 10th of this month that we broke out of the slump and came up out of the accumulation zone, where we started looking like we were consolidating and making these triangular movements upwards. So here we are with one higher high after another. Here we had this little pop up here, and then all of a sudden we got a higher high, and now we've done the impossible. We have broken out and gone above 0.0012. That was what the peak was just a day or so ago, or earlier today, as a matter of fact. So we're bouncing around here on this overbought zone, and it looks like the oscillators on the MACD are still gapped wide open and are moving upward, where we're pointing downwards on the faster stochastic oscillator, where we might be leaving this overbought zone, where this little run, we could come back down and correct and maybe bounce on the 50 EMA, which has been support ever since, going all the way back here to like what? The beginning of August, the first week of August. And here we've bounced off of that 50 EMA time and time again and gone back up. So that's a slight indication that this could be a reversal and the start of a bullish trend. Now, as we look at the one-day chart, it's pretty here, but is less convincing. The one good bit of evidence that we have here is that the candlesticks have closed and have surged through the 200 EMA line, which is above the 50 EMA and has been for a long time. But you can see now the 50 EMA is getting snatched up, and it looks like it's going to cross, and that would be what you call a golden cross. So we had this nice action here. This peak wasn't returning anything higher than previous highs, but this peak matched a previous high, and then the next two peaks that kind of declined and then went back up here to overbought, we had a complete breakout. So we'll have to wait and see what happens here. I would assume that we've got two places where we could correct, and the first possible place is right here at this volume node, and the second one is going to be at this next one down somewhere here where the 200 EMA line is. So I would expect, if it's time to correct, that we're going to go back to 3 zeros and an 86 or 3 zeros and a 76. And correction, if I said 012, I didn't mean that. 0012 was the peak right there. So the MACD is still looking like it's got room to grow. Stochastic is peaked. It looks like it's going to correct for a cycle down, and we'll look for a higher low, and we'll look to bounce either at this volume node at 3 zeros 87 or at this volume node at 3 zeros 75, which is it could be at or near the golden cross. If we happen to get that golden cross. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's clear this. We're going to look at the 1 week next, and then we'll see if we can look at a 1 month chart. I don't know what would be on that 1 month. But there's a point I want to make on this 1 week. This is why we cannot prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that we have reversed the trend. The reason is because this nice strong move ending with this strong long candle on the 1 week chart only brings us to the 50 EMA. Now, this chart doesn't have enough price history to give us a 200. It only gives us a 50. But now the stochastic is still wide open. We got a divergence. The blue line is way above the orange, and it's pointing straight up, which means that we could go above that 50 EMA. If we do go above this 50 EMA, okay, we've already taken out barely. Well, not yet because the candle hasn't closed. But watch what happens right here, and you're going to know the story. If we take out this previous high, okay, emphasis on this circle here. If we take this out, then we increase our chances that this is a bullish reversal. If we don't take that out and we reject down, then this is a continuance of the bear market. Now, we're still in a bear market overall. I am not convinced that we are in a bull market yet. We're close. But after we had this big surge here on the MACD and the big plunge here, we're just leveling off, even though we're printing positive dark green on the histogram. The shot was fired here, and then here's the wave, and we're settling down to zero. And we'll know that we are in a bull market when these oscillators come way up above like it did before on the last run. Now, if we do take out this previous high, then the next one that we're going to have to take out is this range right from here to here. So I meant to use a box. Okay, let's just box this in. What in the world? Box, you crazy drawing tool. This area here, it's going to have to eclipse that. If we take that out, we're probably going to be in a bull market. I believe so. And then, of course, we would have to take out these previous highs. However, I would say that this bearish distribution is going to be over if we can take both of these out. It has to be this one. Let's put some number in here. We have to take this one out first and this one out second. Then we can have a serious discussion about it. All right. Now, I don't think there's anything we can see on the 1 month. Well, let's try it anyway. Yeah, this is not showing us anything. Well, it has one indication. Once we're finally printing both the fast and slow line of the stochastic here, you see it's pointing straight up. And that could spell an end to the distribution, okay? But it would need to stay up here and not curl down. So that really actually does not tell us all that much. So we'll leave it right here. That is your update of the OMI token, VeVe fans. And maybe in a month or so, we'll be able to call it of a month or two where we can determine if this is absolutely a reversal. And like I said, for right now, it's too early to make that determination. So we're going to stop right there. But I would love it if you would like, comment, and subscribe to the Crypto Pro channel. And if you would like to help me to defray the cost of producing this wonderful information, you may do so with the giving of a super thanks. And I thank you in advance. So stay tuned, and I will have a VeVe NFT update coming your way this weekend. I'm late, but it is coming. I promise you. So stick with me, and I will get it done. This is Carlton, and I am out.